Justice, a word so noble that people carve it on stone buildings and tattoo it on their souls. We imagine her as a woman, blindfolded, carrying scales, because apparently, objectively, looking best in a sari. But I have a small doubt. In India, has anyone checked whether she's blind or simply tired? Because here, justice doesn't close her eyes. She occasionally takes chutti, goes on casual leave, and sometimes never returns from lunch break. Every day, thousands of people enter courts hoping to be heard. They carry hope in one hand and a file thicker than their patience in the other. By the time their case reaches judgment, their children are old enough to file an appeal on their behalf. You see, our judiciary doesn't deliver justice. It slow cooks it. Justice delayed is justice denied, they said. We heard justice marinated. The statistics are scarier than any ghost story. 4 crore pending cases. That's 4 crore lives hanging in a limbo. If you placed every pending file end to end, it could form a bridge from Mumbai to Mars, and still the Supreme Court would say, list it for next Tuesday. We have built a system where truth isn't defeated. It just gets tired and sits down. Lawyers become old, witnesses become mythological creatures, and accused people die mid cross-examination. Our courts are time machines. Step in, and you'll come out decades older. The walls smell of paper, sweat, and unrealized promises. Yet, strangely, we still trust it. Maybe because it's the only theater where we still pretend morality has a script. And occasionally, in this grand play of justice, something unusual happens. A presence, a whisper, a rumor that refuses to die. They say the Bombay High Court is haunted. Not by injustice. We already have plenty of that. But by an actual ghost. A lawyer who refused to rest his case, even after death. He apparently haunts one particular courtroom, scaring the guilty into confession. People say he switches languages mid-rant. English for arguments, Marathi for sarcasm, and Latin for showing off. What makes someone stay behind after death? Usually, it's unfinished business. But here, the business was justice itself. A client no one can ever truly satisfy. Maybe that's why the ghost stayed. Because in India, even after death, the case isn't closed. Every building in Mumbai has stories. Sea-facing flats have stories of heartbreak. Mills have stories of labor. And Bombay High Court has both, wrapped in legal language and dust. Stay after dark, and the court becomes something else. The echoes grow longer. The air grows heavier. An old clerk once told me, not everyone gets justice here, sir, but everyone gets accounted for. That line chilled me more than any ghost, because maybe he was right. Maybe justice doesn't disappear. It changes form. Sometimes it becomes a law, and sometimes a restless soul in a courtroom. This is Unclaimed, and I'm your host, Mata Prasad Choga. Tonight, we'll walk into that corridor of history and bureaucracy. They say ghosts appear where they once felt most alive. The legend goes back to 1930s. The lawyer was known for speaking 7 languages and offending people in all of them. He died during a murder trial, but strange things began soon after. Files shuffled on their own, chairs creaked, and every few weeks, someone swore they heard a whisper. Objection, my lord, irrelevant. You might think this is nonsense, but But the human mind, when trapped in centuries of bureaucracy, needs myth to stay sane. A ghost gives meaning to the meaningless. Once a watchman told me, "Sir, if you enter the courtroom at night and the door is closed, a voice comes from inside. Proceed. Nothing can be seen, but the voice can be heard." He swore, he almost confessed, to crimes he hadn't committed. It felt like his heart itself was on trial. Maybe that's what the ghost does. He doesn't haunt walls, he haunts guilt. I once spent an evening in that building. After everyone left, the silence felt like an argument that had lost its words. And for a second, I thought I heard a sigh. It wasn't scary, it was tired. Maybe ghosts aren't here to scare us. Maybe they are just waiting for someone to finally listen. But 2 years ago, something happened that made even the most hardened cynics pause. The Prakash land deal fraud. Open and shut case of forgery. The main accused, a powerful builder, was hours away from securing bail. His lawyer stayed late organizing files, mocking the ghost openly. The next morning, the builder arrived in court and mid-argument broke down. He didn't confess to the land fraud. Instead, he confessed to a different, unrelated crime he committed 30 years ago. A hit and run he thought was long buried. When asked why he confessed now, his only explanation was, "Someone kept whispering the exact date and time of the original crime in my ear." And flawless Latin. That's when I realized the ghost is not haunting the courtroom, is haunting the idea of justice, refusing to leave until the system redeems itself. That makes him the most patriotic lawyer we have ever had. But the longer I sat there, the more I realized the real horror isn't the ghost, it's the living. It's the way we have normalized the cruelty wrapped in civility. And somewhere in that casual apathy, ghosts are born. I left the High Court that night. The weight of 4 crore pending cases heavy on my mind. But then I realized the court isn't the only place in India where things are eternally pending. We are all constantly filing appeals in life. We are forever seeking a verdict from neighbors, from social media, from our families. And the moment I stepped outside, I walked straight into the great Indian Gyan Bazaar. Yes, that divine frequency of unsolicited wisdom, like 5G, but free and omnipresent. Step out of your house, and before the sun even rises, there's already someone saying, "Beta, early to bed, early to rise." It's beautiful though, this ecosystem of advice. Your neighbors know how to fix your marriage. Your uncle knows how to fix the economy. Your boss knows how to fix your attitude. And your gym trainer? He's a part-time life coach. I once met a man who told me, Mata Prasad Chauvin, hard work is the only key to success. And I asked him, "So what should I do with this key?" "I can't find the door." He didn't laugh. Wise men rarely do. But here's the joke. Behind all that advice, no one's actually listening. Everyone's just waiting for their turn to speak. We don't talk, we rehearse our monologue. The scan economy has no inflation because the supply is endless and the value is zero. We keep passing it down, a generational Ponzi scheme of wisdom. We don't need therapy, we have relatives. We don't need podcasts, we have barbers. We live in the world's largest open-air seminar. There was a time when we used to ask people, "How's the work?" Now we ask, "Bro, how's your grind?" Same question, different guilt. Every scroll through LinkedIn feels like a personal attack. Hustle till your haters ask if you're hiring. Brother, My haters are not asking if I'm hiring. They're asking if I'm working. We have turned work into worship and Excel sheets into scripture. Earlier we used to say, God is watching everything. Now it's manager is watching everything. Same omnipresence, fewer miracles. Productivity is our new national religion. We measure time like accountants measure sin. Sunday nap, blasphemy. Our ancestors did tapasya in forests. We do it on Zoom calls. They had mantras. We have matrix. They chanted Om Namah Shivaya. We chant, Am I audible? You know who's the new priest? Your smartwatch. Always reminding you, we've been sitting too long. Arey bhai, I'm not lazy. I'm just existentially exhausted. We don't rest anymore. We recover. We don't live anymore. We optimize. Even our breathing has become mindful. We have mistaken exhaustion for achievement and busyness for purpose. Sometimes I feel the world doesn't need more productivity. Maybe it needs more poetry, less hustle, more hesitation. Because only in that pause between two deadlines, you hear the faint voice inside saying, Come on, brother. Are you living to work or working to live? Welcome to the great Indian circus, where everyone has an opinion and no one has context. Where facts come to die and feelings come to be produced. You have seen it. WhatsApp university graduates forwarding PDFs that can cure cancer and create panic in one tap. Every family group has that one uncle who thinks he's Arnab with arthritis. Beta, I've done my research. By which he means he watched 138-second clip edited by someone named @RealPatriot420. We are not even arguing to find truth anymore. We are arguing to feel superior. We don't want justice. We want victory. We don't want conversation. We want confirmation. And this addiction to outrage is industrial strength now. Anger has become our national cardio. When you tweet about injustice, you feel like Gandhi with Wi-Fi. But 2 minutes later, you are watching cat rates. Revolution interrupted by algorithm. In a country where justice takes decades, outrage takes seconds. Every day, someone's reputation is lynched online, without evidence, without nuance, without consequence, because in digital India, accusation is the new conviction. But here's the deeper tragedy. The circus is not just outside us, it's inside. Every morning, 1,000 voices argue inside your head. One says be kind, another says be right, and the third whispers be seen. We have lost our ability to sit quietly with doubt, to say I don't know. Because in today's world, uncertainty is weakness and nuance is boredom. But without humility, there is no justice. Because real justice isn't about who shouts louder. It's about who listens deeper. You know what's funny about justice? We talk about it like it's something out there, in some building with marble floors and guards. But the real courtroom is here, inside your chest. Every morning, a trial begins. You versus yourself. The prosecution is your guilt. The defense is your excuses. And the judge, that faint voice we keep muting with noise. We call it conscience. Think about it. We love saying justice should prevail. But when the watchman's son applies for the same school as ours, we quietly call the principal. We hate corruption until it saves us 10 minutes. We want change, but only if it doesn't inconvenience us. The truth is, every nation gets the justice its people practice privately. If we lie daily, cheat softly, and justify it beautifully, the system will reflect it faithfully. Maybe that's why the ghost of Bombay High Court still lingers. Not as a horror story, but as a mirror story. Maybe it isn't haunting the courtroom. Maybe it's haunting our hypocrisy. Maybe it's tired of watching us argue cases we have already lost morally. Imagine that multilingual lawyer ghost watching us tweet about justice while bribing for convenience. Maybe every night he whispers through the pillars, "Objection sustained, my lord," hypocrisy in full display. The courtroom is not haunted by him, it's haunted by us, because we left too many unresolved cases in our own hearts. Cases of envy, ego, betrayal, and silence, pending since 1997. Next hearing? Never. So tonight, before you sleep, hold your own little hearing. Ask yourself, have I been fair? Not legally, emotionally. Did I listen? Or did I just wait to reply? Because maybe the only way to free the ghost of Bombay High Court is to free the one inside you. When that happens, the court will stop being haunted and start being human again. Justice, after all, was never meant to be a verdict. It was meant to be a virtue. You ever sat in an empty courtroom? The benches creak like old memories. The echo holds onto words long after they are gone. Justice and ghosts both linger in the same way, not visible, just present. They say justice is blind. I think she's just tired. Tired of seeing too much. Tired of humans pretending to be fair while negotiating with their own conscience. But sometimes, on good days, when a stranger helps another, when someone keeps a promise no one remembers, when a lie is swallowed before it's spoken, I think justice opens one eye, smiles softly, and says, "Okay, maybe not all is lost." So if you ever walk past the Bombay High Court at night and feel a breeze that whispers in 3 languages, don't be scared. It's just that old lawyer checking if you've been honest lately. This was Unclaimed, and I'm your host, Madhabasar Chaubin, signing off. Remember, justice may be delayed, but conscience always keeps time.